Hey guys, today we're going to do some core work, and this is a pretty challenging core workout, but you can modify it, make it easier. We're going to be doing 3 movements, and we're going to go through them 4 rounds. But as always, you can scale it down to 3 rounds or 2 rounds, and you can scale the actual movements that we're doing. So we're going to go through what's called an elevated glute bridge, a bird dog plank, and a 30-second hollow hold with either a yoga ball or a weighted medicine ball. I'm going to show you some different ways to do that, but this is a pretty challenging one, and so I want you to push yourself. I think you guys can do this, and like I said, you can do variations of it. So we're going to start with the elevated glute bridge. A regular glute bridge, first of all, let me say, core work is not just abs and back. It's hips, low back, of course, your abdominal muscles, your glutes. So that's why we're doing some glute bridges, because all of those muscle groups really help to keep your core strong, and it helps keep you injury proof. So we're going to start with the glute bridges, and I have a box here. So the elevated glute bridge, you can do a regular glute bridge just laying on your back and putting one leg in the air and shooting straight up, really activating that booty, so those glutes. You see how I lift my toes up? That's how I know I'm isolating the hamstrings and the glutes and not using my quads. So you don't have to do that, but that's how I can really feel it in the glute. So this is a regular glute bridge, just lifting those hips and down. And those are good enough alone, but what we're going to do is we're going to take it up onto this box. So that's an elevated glute bridge. So I'm going to scoot back here. I'm going to plant a heel onto the box. My opposite leg is in the air, hands on the ground. Suck your belly button in, and you're going to drive straight up and come down. Straight up and come down. So for this movement, we're going to do 10 on each side of the elevated glute bridge. If this is too challenging, because it definitely isolates your hamstrings and your glutes, you can do the ones that aren't elevated on the floor, so regular glute bridges. So again, 10 each leg. I'll go over the reps at the end, but 10 each leg of those glute bridges. The next move is a bird dog plank. Now, the basic variation of a bird dog move is really good for your core, your back, even your balance. And the bird dog plank is just, in this position, you lift one leg and then the opposite arm. So this is a basic bird dog. So what we're going to do is take it up, and we're going to make it in an actual plank. So we're going to get into a high plank position, and you're going to lift one leg and then the opposite arm and down. And then you'll switch sides, and you'll probably have a goofy side and come down. So we're going to do 5 each side. If that's too challenging, then you're going to go back down to that basic bird dog and just switch. So 5 each side. Okay? Now we're going to go into the hollow hold with something. So you're either going to use a light ball. We've used this before, which is just a toy. You can use your yoga stability ball, which is also great. You don't have to use anything. So if a hollow hold for 30 seconds is all you need right now, then you can also do that. What you can also do, if your core is really strong and you're not at risk for injuring your core or your back, this is a 5-pound ball. So you can use a medicine ball or a ball like this, but this is what we're going to do. So a hollow hold, you lay on your back, and you're going to suck your belly button in, and I want you to make sure that this back doesn't arch. You can't see daylight. So glue that low back to the ground, suck your belly button in. A basic hollow hold starts here. And then you're just going to lift your legs and your arms into this position, making sure that low back does not come off the ground. So that's the basic hollow hold. Now, if we want to make this more challenging, let's use the stability ball. Same concept. Low back's glued to the ground, core is sucked in tight, but you're going to have something to hold on to. And you're going to hold right here. 30 seconds. Right here. So if you don't have the yoga ball, you probably have a toy, just like this, or a volleyball, or something that you can hold between your feet. Same concept. Put it between your feet. Suck that belly button in and hold. The act of having to hold something and squeezing your legs together, it forces you to use your glutes. It forces you to use your core, your abdominal muscles in a very different way. So it's more effective. And if you want to use the weighted ball, same thing. Just make sure that your low back is protected. And you can lift your legs a little higher if you need to. I just don't want them all the way up here. So if you have to go here, hold it right there. Okay? So, again, we're doing 4 rounds of the elevated glute bridges, 10 each leg. Bird dog plank, 5 each side. And then a 30-second hollow hold with something in your feet or not. Okay? Good luck, guys. Hope you have a great week.